Yeah, I'm covering, so I need a little bit of room.
Today at 405-455-3012 or online at cann-help.com.
Is your kitchen looking sad these days? Are you tired of looking at that old dated bathroom? From rooftops to those unsightly holes in the walls, Complete Contracting has got you covered. Call 405-676-0595 today to schedule an estimate. Once again, that number is 405-676-0595. And remember, Complete Contracting has the contracting expertise for all your renovation and repair needs.
Or help. Stop any of our wellness centers to find out how premium CBD products can help you find relief. From bombs to tinctures to even products for your pets. Natural, safe, organic relief and lab tested with certifications. Reach out to one of our wellness consultants today at 405-455-3012 or online at cann-help.com.
Is your kitchen looking sad these days? Are you tired of looking at that old, dated bathroom? From rooftops to those unsightly holes in the walls, Complete Contracting has got you covered. Call 405-676-0595 today to schedule an estimate. Once again, that number is 405-676-0595. And remember, Complete Contracting has the contracting expertise for all your renovation and repair needs.
Happy Bedlam weekend, everybody. It's Tod Tucker live from the bunker. Glad you're with us, and I hope you're ready for the freaking weekend. Man, I sure am. You've never heard the freaking weekend before?
Oh, yes, sir. I know about the freaking.
It's the freaking weekend, baby. I'm going to have a good time. Ready for the football game tomorrow? I wonder what team I'm rooting for. I went to pay my AT&T bill, and the lady that I went in, she goes, I guess you're an OSU fan. I said, oh, how'd you guess? Ha, ha, ha. Negatory. Anyway, glad you're with us. We've got a lot to talk about today in so little time. And I've got some big news coming up here in a few minutes as well. So for those of you who watch me every day at 3 o'clock, big announcement coming. You want to stay here for that. Okay? So you don't want to miss it. So stay with us here. President Trump is calling for an investigation into the Florida elections. As you know, the Democrats are not too happy about Florida, Georgia, and Arizona. And they're doing everything they can to undo that election. I'm really surprised they're not messing with Texas, other than you don't mess with Texas or you might get a bullet in your butt. So, here we go. The president is calling for an investigation. He's calling it shady and crooked behavior as he left the White House for his trip to Paris today. The president is in Paris. Man, that must be nice to be going to Paris this time of the year. He said there's a lot of crooked stuff going on. It always seems to go the way of the Democrats. Yeah, you take a look at these races, and it's just absolutely amazing how things are changing to the Democrats' advantage. How can votes disappear and then appear, like disappear for the Republican and appear for the Democrats?
Now, isn't the lady that's in charge of that in Florida, hasn't she already been found guilty of illegal election activity,
yes, she has been,
ballots in 2016?
Yes. She has already been in trouble. The lady in charge of the recount has already been in trouble for fraudulent behavior. Oh, man. I'll tell you what, these crooked Democrats, they will stop at absolutely nothing. Now, Moto, I would like to talk about the Second Amendment here for a second, because the video that I saw before we came on here absolutely stunned me. And if you think this can't happen in Oklahoma, think again. That's why you have to be very careful who you vote for and watch your legislators very, very carefully. There's a man. The police showed up. They've got this new red flag thing, red flag alert in Maryland. A man was shot to death in his home for resisting his gun confiscation. Let's check out the video.
An Anne Arundel County man is dead after officers say he refused to give up his gun to police.
Officers shot and killed him at his home this morning, where they were attempting to enforce the new red flag law.
WJC is near the scene. Dale, Kimberly, updating this developing situation.
And Vic, police just left this Ferndale neighborhood now near 12 hours after officers first showed up here to attempt to remove guns from a home and ended up shooting and killing the gun owner. Flashing red and blue lights cut through the rain in Ferndale neighborhood Monday afternoon. Police guard the scene where their attempt to enforce the new red flag law turned fatal hours earlier. Around 5:50 in the morning, Anne Arundel County police say they came to a home on Linwood Avenue near Broadview Boulevard to take weapons from 60-year-old Gary Willis. They say two officers knocked on the door and Willis answered, armed with a handgun. Sergeant Jacqueline Davis says first he put the gun down and stepped outside to talk with police.
He was fine with the officers and told him, hey, we're serving you this order, and the order ordered us from the court to take your guns.
At that point, she says we went for his gun. One of the officers tried to grab it out of his hand, and Willis pulled the trigger. That bullet didn't hit anyone, but it prompted the other officer to open fire, shooting and killing the gun owner. It's beginning to a law that's barely a month old, and that Anne Arundel County Police only had to enforce 9 times so far, following court orders to remove gun owners who reportedly may be a danger to themselves or others.
These are particularly dangerous because not only do we know there's weapons involved, we're also taking the weapons.
In this case, it led to gunfire before dawn on this otherwise quiet street. Justin Ralston moved down the block a year ago, now trying to see a full-on investigation where neighbors tell him crime just doesn't happen.
He's lived on a house 20 years. He's never had anything stolen, you know. white neighborhood and everything.
And under the law, family police, a list of people really can ask for the protective order to remove weapons. But in this case, it's not clear who petitioned the court.
All right, there you go. That is in Maryland, where a man was shot while they were trying to confiscate his guns. Apparently, he was reported it was a red flag alert. That sounds kind of like when we have the red, don't we have like red flag warnings here, but it has to do with fire?
Well, ironically, police, family members, apparently a litany of people in Maryland can report you to the police for this red flag law so that they can come and confiscate your firearms.
And if you are one of those people that's really excited about getting your marijuana card and you happen to be a lover of the Second Amendment and you have a license to carry, they can also take your guns or deny your right to carry. So before you get too excited about your weed, just beware. You're going to have to probably pick one or the other, the weed or your firearms. Don Lemon says, stop pretending the Second Amendment is sacrosanct. Well, Mr. Lemon, you are a lemon. I don't know. Where do they get these people? Where do they find these people? I mean, they must go to, they have to dig into the depths of the sewer to find some of these people that are so-called commentators on TV. I am so ready for the 2020 election already, when we make liberals cry again. He suggested we have to stop pretending it is sacrosanct and there, above all, blah, blah, blah. And he made the claim as part of his reaction to the Thousand Oaks, California shooting. Rather than doing something about the violence in America, their answer is to confiscate guns always. It's always the gun's fault and not the person who shot the gun. Always the gun's fault. I got news for you. Listen very carefully, liberals. It's not guns that kill people. It's people who kill people. And regardless of let's take a look at Chicago. What's the murder rate in Chicago? Well, it's sky high. What are the gun laws like in Chicago? You're not allowed to carry a firearm in Chicago. So therefore, if strict gun control laws are really that effective, then why is it Chicago, the south side and west sides of Chicago, are such war zones? Hello, anybody? Hello, McFly? Democrat Eric Swalwell blames Thousand Oaks shooting on Arizona and Nevada. Oh, yeah, here we go again. The Nevada shooting, the Arizona shooting. Let's go ahead and add Orlando and San Bernardino and Sandy Hook, and let's talk about Parkland and the Pulse nightclub and all the other shootings that have occurred around our country. The problem is not with guns, it's with people. And you go, well, but that's why we keep people from having guns. Well, they're going to get guns anyway. Mean people, crazy people, they're going to get their hands on guns if they want them bad enough. The people who have permits, like this man in Maryland did, I believe. Do they allow permits in Maryland? I don't know. But anyway, the problem is, if you keep people from having the right to bear arms, then what you're doing is keeping people from having the right to protect themselves, their families, and possibly you.
Only law-abiding citizens.
Right. Law-abiding citizens are penalized by your laws, liberals, the laws you want to inflict on us. We are not Nazi Germany. We are not some third world country. You know what? We're the United States of America, and we have the right to bear arms. We're going to take a quick break. We're back right after this.
Problems with pain, anxiety, or sleeplessness? Come see us at Can Help Wellness, where we can help. Stop by any of our 4 wellness centers to find out how premium CBD products can help you find relief. From balms to tinctures to even products for your pets. Natural, safe, organic relief, and lab tested with certifications. Reach out to one of our wellness consultants today at 405-455-3012 or online at cann-help.com.
Is your kitchen looking sad these days? Are you tired of looking at that old, dated bathroom? From rooftops to those unsightly holes in the walls, Complete Contracting has got you covered. Call 405-676-0595 today to schedule an estimate. Once again, that number is 405-676-0595. And remember, Complete Contracting has the contracting expertise for all your renovation and repair needs.
Our great friend, Complete Contracting LLC. Give them a phone call at 405-676-0595, 405-676-0595. They fix roofing and patios and remodels and more. So give them a call and let them know Todd sent you. The president, as I mentioned earlier, has authorized the investigation of possible election fraud in Florida. Surely not. Democrats would never, ever, ever try to steal an election. He announced last night that law enforcement is investigating possible election fraud in the Sunshine State after Governor Rick Scott appeared to win his midterm Senate race. So the president has asked law enforcement to go in and take a look at the fraudulent situation that's going on in Florida. We've got our sweet Stacey Abrams in Georgia, who's refusing to concede the election, even though she has already lost, and the new governor-elect is preparing for his administration. It was a close race, but there were closer races in this midterm election. In fact, a lot of the races around the country were close. As Democrats dance on the graves of what they think are the graves of Republicans, they don't realize how close a lot of these elections were, even in blue states, but especially in the blue states that voted for Donald Trump. And I want you to prepare yourself because Donald Trump will be reelected 2 years from now. And I want you to prepare yourself also, liberals. I hope you're sitting down. I'm going to give you a second. Sit down. President Trump will be making a Supreme Court justice nomination again, his third one, in the next few months. I predict that Ruth Bader Ginsburg will retire. She's in bad health. And have you heard about the Ribs for Ruth? Hashtag Ribs for Ruth? People, young people, millennials are wanting to donate their ribs. There's no such thing as a rib transplant. Just saying. And you can't donate your pancreas because you have to have your pancreas to live. And you can't donate your heart because you have to have your heart to live. Now, you could donate your brain, but that's not going to help anybody because you're a liberal.
How great that millennials are making a hashtag out of how bad Ruth Bader Ginsburg her health
Poor
is.
Ruth Bader Ginsburg. Yes. Bless her little heart. I mean, I wish her the best. I wish her great retirement. I hope she stays healthy in her retirement. You know, I don't agree with Ruth Bader Ginsburg, but I have to say that she has served her country, and we honor her for that. She and Antonin Scalia had a great relationship, Moto. The great Justice Scalia, who I believe was murdered in Texas, but the great Justice Scalia, the most conservative member of the Supreme Court at the time, was great friends with Ruth Bader Ginsburg, the most liberal Supreme Court justice at that time and now. She is still the most liberal person on the court. And she and Scalia and their spouses would have dinner together on a regular basis. That's how Washington should work. That's how our process, that's how 23rd and Lincoln should work. The days of having dinner together and being able to talk and get to know each other personally and stop attacking each other. I mean, it's okay to disagree. It's okay to have your fights on the floor. And, it's okay to go back and forth with the president on things of substance and things you disagree with and vice versa. But come on now. We're in a time of big time, we've got big time chaos. And I would say that liberals and conservatives alike need to start thinking about what we can do and how we can agree. There are areas that there can be some compromise. I'm not saying you give up your values or you change the way you think, but maybe, just maybe, if people would listen to each other and hear each other out, we could have some sort of compromise without giving up everything that we believe so that things can be done for the American people. The problem with public servants is they forget about the public and the servant part. They believe they actually become leeches of the people rather than serving the people. D.C. police are still investigating the protest at Tucker Carlson's home as a suspected hate crime. There was an anarchy sign that was left. It was spray painted on Tucker Carlson's driveway. His wife and 3 children were at home at the time.
Oh, no, just the wife was at home.
He said his kids were there.
4 children that he has, none of them were home. The wife was home and locked herself in their pantry closet.
Okay.
Because one of the protesters was literally throwing their body up against the door so hard that the door cracked.
Is that the way, liberals, you want to portray yourselves? Do you want to be taken seriously? Stop acting like children. Stop talking about, well, Donald Trump. Donald Trump can be Donald Trump. But not everybody can be Donald Trump. Only Donald Trump can be Donald Trump. And Donald Trump would not be even attacking you if you weren't attacking him first. The man does have a right to defend himself after all. And more than 50% of us believe Donald Trump is a great president. Yes, 51% approval rating. He's been hovering around 49 to 51%, which is better than Barack Obama. And by the way, this could be fake news. Maybe it's not. But I, this morning on the radio, talked about the fact that Malia Obama said that President Trump back in June was doing a better job as president than her father did at that point in his presidency. Did she say it? Who knows? Just because she's an Obama doesn't mean that she has to be a liberal. Chances are she will be, but doesn't mean she has to be. Blue State Blues, stop the happy talk. Republicans lost the House. Whap, 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 whap. Yeah, but we won the Senate. We gained in the Senate, and that is more important. Yes, Congress controls the purse strings, but nominations, the courts, including the Supreme Court, and cabinet nominations go through the Senate, not the House. Oh, we're going to impeach 45. And we can talk about comprehensive amnesty. No, Nancy, we're not going to talk about comprehensive amnesty. We are going to build the wall. We are going to enforce our borders. One thing Congress is not, they do not have the commander-in-chief in their body. And I mean the body of the congressional body, the House body. And so I just wanted to make sure, because sometimes, you know, like I said, we have to explain things and simplify them for you. So President Trump headed to Paris while we're here dealing with election fraud and people that are sore losers. So, you know, I really went on a little tangent this morning about winning and losing. Sometimes you lose. You don't get a participation trophy, Stacey Abrams. You don't get a participation trophy in Florida. You don't get one in Arizona or any place else when you're a big person. Now, I understand if your kids, and participation trophies aren't fair to those of you who work really hard. Do you think it's fair for everybody to get a trophy when you're the one that actually worked hard to win the trophy? Hey, Tod Tucker participated in the blah, 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 but he came in last place. But see, they don't put the last place part in there. It just says Tod Tucker participated. I want to see Tod Tucker won. Tod Tucker was number 1, came in first place, not Tod Tucker participated. The hell with participation. I want to win. I play to win.
We do want crowd participation, though, and we've got a comment on Facebook from Lucy Desi-Lou. No such thing as hate crimes. These things are already against the law. And didn't someone shoot at Kanye West's house as well?
That would be correct, Lucy. Lucy is smart.
Lucy's a very
I love Lucy.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, wait a minute. I just said I love Lucy. That was it. I didn't even think till just now. I said I love Lucy. Wow. By the way, become a patron. Bring up that page, Moto. Patreon.com/ it's / but it's / OTU Media. Click on the orange button there. Become a patron. Give some money. There are a lot of things, great things that they're doing here at OTU, working for you, the taxpayer. Oklahoma Taxpayers Unite. Patreon.com / OTU Media. Become a patron today. Also, I want to thank our sponsor, WeFixHailFree.com. WeFixHailFree.com. You have hail damage from last spring. I know you do, and they'll fix it for free. They'll take care of it for you. All right, big announcement coming up. Don't forget about that. If you watch every day at 3 o'clock, You're not going to want to miss this big announcement. So I've got it coming up for you here in the show. We're back right after this break.
What do you say? I want you to be my VP. I want you. You're my vice.
Well, George, I'm the CEO of a large company. And I have been Secretary of Defense. And I have been White House Chief of Staff. The Vice Presidency is a mostly symbolic job. However, if we came to a different understanding, I can handle the more mundane jobs, overseeing bureaucracy, military, energy, and foreign policy.
Yeah, right. I like that.
I got a plan. I know the direction, the lay of the land.
When you have power, people will always try to take it from you, always.
Nothing can break me down. I'm the man.
Are you even more ruthless than you used to be?
Right hand to God, first in command. My testimony, but I take the stand. Who's the man? 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 I'm the man.
So we gonna do this thing, or what? I mean, is this happening?
I believe we can make this work.
Hot damn.
What was the hardest car to fix this week?
The Mercedes was probably definitely most.
Really?
difficult.
What do you think was so tough about it?
All Mercedes, the glue, you can't get it in between there, and the braces, you just can't cut through it. You gotta, most times, just find a different route.
What did Anthony think about the Mercedes?
No, Anthony hated Mercedes.
How long did it take you to pick up like the R&I portion of it?
I did a lot of like stereo equipment and stuff like that, so I took a lot of parts from cars, and my friend Sean, you know Sean, and he's really good. That's all he did was take a lot of cars. Well, he's up in Colorado for his first job doing R9, and I was welding for about 12 years. The guy was ripping me off, so I quit. And when I was driving home, he called me and he was like, "Hey, I got a job for you. We're gonna start doing this." I was like, "All right." I did all that and went to school, paid the money to go to school, and came out and started pushing.
How much did it cost to do the PDR?
$6,800.
$6,800. And about how much do you say you've invested in your dent tools so far?
Probably a good 10 grand, easily.
So it's like any other mechanic or auto, like you gotta
have the right tools. No, you don't. Running pretty good, really good. Like awesome. The way you keep on it. I mean, cars coming in and out fast, really good. So.
All right. Well, we appreciate you, brother.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
I demand a recount from 2016. I refuse to concede. I refuse to concede. Recount. By the way, make sure you spend $2,700 and come and see me and Bill. Oh, sorry. A Kevin Stitz sign fell on Hillary.
fitting.
Very much so. She falls down a lot.
Oh, you know what? I've got to say one thing about the GOP watch party during Governor-elect Stitt's comments. He said that the next generation and the generation not yet born would be the #1 priority in a Stitt administration. Now, I don't know about you, sir, but that sounds awfully pro-life to me.
Absolutely. Kevin Stitt obviously is pro-life. He's got, what, 5, 6, 7 kids? It's going to be a lot of fun to see kids in the governor's mansion for a change. We haven't had little kids in the governor's mansion in a while. So I'm excited about the fact that we've got a first family in Oklahoma that they're going to look really good and represent our state well. So congratulations once again to Governor-elect Stitt, and we'll have him on the radio real soon and here on the OTU network as well. I'm going to go ahead and save the big announcement for a few minutes. Give me the cue when we're ready to do so, Moto. So we can let people know about the 3 o'clock broadcast. We've got some things that are working and in a transitional period, and so we'll tell you about that here in a few minutes. So if you watch this show every day at 3 o'clock, there are some changes coming, so I just wanted to make sure we make you aware of them, so you're aware of them.
Tod Tucker is harder to get rid of than herpes Hillary.
For sure. I stick around a lot longer. And I've got a lot of perseverance, kind of like herpes. I may fall for a second, but then I reinfect. Okay, as we look at the election 2018 map, we're looking at the Senate, and 51 seats right now to 44 for the Dems. 2 is other, which I'm assuming, I don't understand. Like, for example, in Vermont, and I understand Vermont is about as big as this set here. You could walk across it in, 5 minutes. But how is it that there was a Republican and then Bernie Sanders who's identified as an independent? Why, even though he caucuses with Democrats, don't they have a Democrat running against him? Sounds like a little conspiracy to me. The Democrats aren't going to run anyone against Bernie Sanders because for a Democrat to run on a ticket with Bernie Sanders and a Republican, the Republican is going to win. Looking at the map, it's not nearly as concerning. The real estate of the country is still mainly red. And Hillary, herpes Hillary, she made comments about the states in the middle, the red states, and how we're deplorable. She did it as recently as a couple of weeks ago, was making comments about the red. Now, I am concerned about the fact that we've got some blue in the middle of Oklahoma, and we've got to educate some of the newcomers to our city and let them know that we don't deal with liberals very, very well. We don't play nice with liberals. They don't play nice with us. Why should we play nice with them? So, there you go. By the way, the Bill and Hillary, the Evening with the Clintons tour.
Yes, I want to make sure you buy some tickets because I need some more money, and I need to get her out on the road so I can get rid of her. She needs to run for president, win this time.
Not going to happen, Billy Bob, blowjob Clinton. But hey, an Evening with the Clintons, there are tickets on StubHub going for almost $3,000, which people pay that kind of money to see Beyonce. And, yeah.
Speaking of election fraud, sir, one of our OTU loyals pointed out the fact that Kendra Horn only won the early and the absentee ballots in District 5. So it's curious that she won those 2, but actual voting she lost. Mm-hmm. And that was the only one of the district's races that was like that. All of the other district races that won in early voting and absentee ballots also won the election.
Which means Steve Russell should have tried. Maybe there was some fraud, maybe there wasn't. I early voted.
I'm just saying that's suspicious.
I'm hoping my vote counted. I early voted. Maybe I should stop early voting. I definitely never vote absentee because I don't trust the mail with my ballot. And I don't trust people receiving my ballot. I just don't. I like to feed it into the machine and see it go through. Let's go ahead and talk about the changes that are coming. As you know, this week, Frosty and I began our radio tour part 2, and we've got a new home on the radio, and it's 1640 The Eagle. And you can download the app 1640 The Eagle. Just get in your Google Play or iTunes store, and it's right there. And it's a free app. And you can listen to us. The station has me in the morning. We've got Ben Shapiro. We've got Alex Jones, Dave Ramsey with financial advice. And then we've also got Joe Pags, and we've got Hugh Hewitt and many great conservatives on the station. So make sure you check it out. If you want real conservative talk, you're going to find it right there on 1640 The Eagle. And I just want to say that because, you know, you've got Rush, and Rush is the godfather of talk radio. I'll never, ever criticize Rush Limbaugh because Rush Limbaugh is the man. We wouldn't be doing what we're doing right now if not for Rush Limbaugh. But you've got all these stations that run the same people all the time. And so this station, I'm excited to be there because, first of all, they let me talk about what needs to be talked about. And we've got Ben Shapiro, who is a bright conservative mind, a new generation of conservatism with Ben Shapiro. And then you've got Joe Pags, great conservative, and you've got Alex Jones, who is Moto's hero. He's on in the morning after, we get off at 10 o'clock. Ben Shapiro, who's also on at night, he's on from 10 to 11. Then Alex Jones comes on from 11 to 2, and then you've got Dave Ramsey. So great conservative talk at 1640 The Eagle. Make sure you check it out. Now, with that being said, people have asked me, are you going to continue to do your videos on the in the afternoon? And the answer is...
Bum, bum, bum. No.
I am not.
But there's good news.
If things work out the way we want them to, technically, beginning Monday, you're going to be able to watch the Tod Tucker Show just like you are right now, but it's going to be 4 hours of me rather than 1 hour. Oh, Lord, I feel sorry for you. 4 times the Todd, 4 times the fun, and 4 times the headache for libturds everywhere.
And it is awfully gracious of 1640 The Eagle to allow us to do that live stream during their broadcast. Thank you so much, true patriots and conservatives over at 1640 The Eagle.
Yes, and our general manager at the Eagle is phenomenal. He is a great conservative and a great American, a great man, and I'm excited to be a part. And Frosty's going to be on the broadcast with me, and we're going to have a lot of fun. Frosty, of course, will be off in the background. He doesn't like to be on camera. So I'll be on camera. You'll be able to watch the radio broadcast live beginning Monday, 6 to 10, Monday through Friday, right here on the OTU network. Now, people are going to be asking, what about the other shows? I guess you're going to announce that at some point?
We are going to be making some adjustments, sir. That will depend on whether our audience still wants an afternoon segment or if they would rather see the rest of OTU's talent backed up against you in the mornings after your 10 o'clock slot.
So if you want the talent, the great talent that we have here on after me on the OTU network, then be sure and let us know. Otherwise, but it is a done deal that I'll be doing my broadcast every day, 6 to 10, and it'll be simulcast here on the OTU Facebook page. So make sure you like it, and like 1640 The Eagle and the Tod Tucker Show page, Todd with 1D. Okay, I know that's 3 likes, but we really would appreciate it if you'd like our pages. And we'll make sure that we continue to bring great conservative programming to you. All right, Bedlam Weekend. Predictions. I know Moto's an OSU fan.
Pistols firing!
Misfiring. Blanks. Pistol Pete apparently has a marijuana card because he hadn't been firing many shots this year. But I have a question. You know, anything can happen in Bedlam, although it is one of the most lopsided rivalries in college football. OSU has won 18 times. They've tied OU 7 times, and OU has won the rest. And, you know, what is it, 100 years?
I'll tell you this much, sir. I don't care if Oklahoma State goes to the Care Bear Bowl. As long as we beat Texas and OU, it's a darn good season for me.
Well, I've got a really good friend of mine, one of my best friends in the world, and he went to OSU, and he said, I've come to expect to lose against OU. It's just one of those things. OU's number 6 in the country, the high-scoring offense. OSU's defense is going to have a really hard time. And, you know, that guy they call Corn Dog, Cornelius, the quarterback, he's just not that good. Mason Rudolph, you know, it's really difficult. OU really scored with their recruiting in getting Kyler Murray to come up after Baker Mayfield. OSU, unfortunately, didn't have a superstar quarterback to come in and take the place of Mason Rudolph.
All right, there's one thing about us cowpokes, sir. We love being the underdogs.
The great thing about you cowpokes is you're used to losing to OU. You all hate OU, but you're used to losing to OU, and we only disagree during Bedlam.
Are we going to make this interesting, sir?
We can make it interesting. How would you like to make it interesting?
Okay, if OU wins, then I'm going to have to sport OU gear for a week, and if OSU wins, you got to sport OSU gear for a week.
I can't.
Oh, see?
I can't.
Somebody's a little shaky, like Shaky Hillary there. Somebody's worried.
I don't have any OSU gear. I don't wear orange.
I'll get you some, sir. Size extra cocky.
Okay, I'll tell you what I'll do. If OSU wins, I'll wear OSU gear on Tuesday.
Tuesday.
Okay?
Very well.
If OU wins, you wear OU gear on Tuesday.
Set.
Okay?
Bet.
Let's shake on it. Be careful with my gimpy hand here.
Yes.
Okay. I didn't wear the brace today. All right. God bless you. God bless America. God bless Oklahoma. And remember, the heart of the wise inclines to the right, the heart of the fool to the left. Ecclesiastes 10:2. Have a great weekend. We'll see you Monday morning at 6 a.m. Boomer Sooner.